Go! Okay, hello. Let me just make sure everything's up and running and good and working and my Twitch dashboard is okay. Good and working and my Twitch dashboard is okay. Seems to be the case. Okay, wonderful. Game capture. We're back again. We're always back every Monday. It's Disco Elysium Day. I'm gonna keep playing this until I win. I don't think this is the kind of game you win. But I'm gonna finish it. God damn it. Ha. Right back into it. Sorry for the very slightly, marginally late start. But, you know, who cares? What's this? Almost impossible to get fire going near this ocean. What's this? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes. Crumbling. Let me just check the audio levels real quick. No, they don't seem too bad. It's a little loud on my end, but I can just turn my headphones down like a touch. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's far better for me. Okay, cool. So, what were we doing? We were looking for a phasmid. Yes. We're wandering around this area and checking for traps. So, far northeast of the Feld building. Check the trap Morel just set up in the cryptozoologist's camp. Well, I guess I'll get to that one later. You are still setting it up. Okay, near the boathouses west of the Feld building. Now, which one is the Feld building? I have a map. But the map doesn't seem very useful for me. That's okay. I'm sure I can find it. West. So, like, over down here, maybe? Yeah, these are... Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There's a trap.
We are Elysium, disco. Indeed we are.
The same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Let's look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
I'm so glad I have good shivers. My god, is it such a good skill. I'll reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Okay, good. One down. Which means this is the Feld building. So, northeast. Okay. I know where I must go next. See, Kim would never understand. Sometimes you just have to participate in cryptozoology, and he doesn't seem to believe it's a valid science, partly because it isn't. Quick travel unlocked. Church. What the fuck? Oh, I've moved to enough places I can fast travel. Oh, that's nice. That's useful. Oh, what's this? A kick drum pulse. Music is coming from somewhere on the ice. What's this? Little fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Oh. Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Let's see. What's this? Full of holes? Could the post hide treasure? Look inside. They do. They hold treasure. Oh my goodness, what a great day. Cryptozoology is fun though. It's almost as fun as zoobiology. I auto-read that as xenobiology, because that's just, I mean, my brain autofills sometimes. What's this? You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. See, I saw money, and that's what matters to me. We're on the grind set, baby. An altar shrouded in dark. Something like that is too hard to tell. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. Sign reads, Sant Brune 1147. What's this? Dead phone. A smashed receipt. That's what I meant. Dyslexia be strong. No, I bet what happened... This happens to me a lot when I'm typing on a phone. You try and hit the letter M or N, and you accidentally hit the backspace. So you probably wrote XE backspace O. That's probably what happened there. It's common. I do it all the time.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Oh, okay. What's this? Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. That does happen a lot. Yeah. I could check the payphone, but I'm looking for these. I'm on the hunt. I need to find this cryptid. Maybe up here? No, but this is definitely something of interest. Where the fuck am I going? Okay, far northeast of the Feld building. Well, we've gone far north. I mean, actually, no we haven't. This is the building. I'm pretty sure. Unless this is the building. Wait. Oh, yeah. The one with the big sign that says Feld Electrical on it. That'll be the Feld building, I assume. I may not be the most intelligent person.
A once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Ah, yes. Their famous motto. A fine example of technological optimism from...
He says something, but the wind blows and you can't hear him. What's in this box? Money! Yes! I love money.
Mikhail, notice the windows.
Oh wait, I just realised I haven't...
How there are no windows on the south side.
Tweeted this
was to deal with
this stream out. Wait. Not that I get very many people from tweeting it, but you know, for the sake of being thorough, I should really do that. Disco Elysium, Phasmid hunting with an apostrophe because I'm cool and awesome. And then we also make a post on there, and then done. See, I'm so good at everything I do, except for the things that require intelligence. Mr. Krabs' voice. Money! Oh, I love money in this game. In real life, I'm nonplussed, but in this game, it's what matters. And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with a blonde man standing next to his son, pointing at the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You, officer, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I was just telling my son about this building. Not many people appreciate the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
What hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Oh. What was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Oh. But you were talking about the building, go on.
Very important. Mikhail, say hi to the officer.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed clothing. Not clothing, colouring book. Yeah, in games, money/economy actually makes sense. Yeah, I know! You can't just, like, pretend something has value and then print more of it because you said that it is worth as much as it is. It's crazy! Crazy how that works.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into verbs lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
Oh.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Oh, this man's a Fed? Oh. What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes, springtime sun warming his handsome face. All three of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
What?
Hold on. What's R&D?
Oh, come on, Encyclopedia. You know more than this. I'll look at the building looming over us.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
Well, hey. At least you understand it was your fault, Encyclopedia. I think I've heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
Tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Ooh.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
What happened?
What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
A tape-driven laptop would be amazing. Honestly, like, I love retrofuturism and the idea of, like, physical components for technological things. It's really cool to me. I love that stuff. Like, not enough to know anything about it, but I love it enough to see it and go, oh! Like, monkey neuron has been activated.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
That would happen. That would, yeah.
A wheel!
That's me when I see anything. Anything with wheels in it. A wheel!
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What? Wheel goes spin. Oh, God, does it? What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
What did the revolutionaries do with these advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02. It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree.
Oh. What about a bookstore? Do you think... I don't know if Plaisance will have that,
I
but I'll
tried to
give
get
it a
Mikhail
go.
to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Honestly, king shit. We love worms.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How do those tape computers work? Like, do they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say.
Year
I was a
02?
special consultant for an exhibition
that kind of
at the
storytelling.
Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt the interjection. I almost didn't hear him saying Vompty Dumpty Dom, which is truly a delightful set of letters. That's a... oh, Vompty Dumpty Dom. I love that. That's got a ring to it. But yeah, no, this game's storytelling is very, like... It feels subtle, but you can also ask insane questions about everything on account of the fact that you literally don't know who you are or what anything is when you first wake up. It's great. It's great for someone who loves lore. Like, I do a lot of world building for my D&D games, and this game is just insane with the degree of world building it's got so far. I guarantee I've barely scratched the surface as well.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center?
Oh my fucking god, reaction speed. You are one of the best skills in the game. I think he did say Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Oh.
What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, Paul Ockerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
I do like the interjection that wasn't voiced. Just, there it is again. Those words. You're making this up. Hey, is your dad making all this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center
It's
is a
a
place
thought?
you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Ooh.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
The RCM should get some of those.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to the precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, the Feld playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience, but those are incorrect.
Ah. Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
2 seagulls circle in the sky. You look up and think, really? Or was there a 4th prototype that remains hidden in the mausoleums below Coal City?
Oh my god, Shivers, you're so correct. That's what's in the refrigerator. Maybe. That could be what's in the refrigerator. Then we have to find an even better crowbar. What a fucking nonsense game, though. Like... Oh, gotta keep the data cool. Exactly. It's fragile. I could have turned off the machine to help open it. But I doubt that that would actually be good. Oh. I need to find myself a really good pry bar. What kind of game has me walking around thinking, you know what I need to upgrade? My fucking pry bar. I love this. This is delightful. I wanted to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
I don't want your money. I just wanted to see whether my profiling skills were working.
Of course, Detective, I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it? If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind. You were saying?
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books at crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Reaction speed once again keeping me on track. Thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikael here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. It's Wednesday evening, and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wunder twins Guy and Keith Juiced are the stars of the show, with their bomber jackets and white sneakers, head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wompty Dom Didomiest event of the year. Fuck, that's hard to say. Wompty Dom Didomiest event of the year. And all the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you, if you're not there? Oh, and it only takes... only 40 minutes to internalize the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. I should probably raise my endurance before getting rid of volumetric shit compressor. I do really need more endurance. Well, maybe I just need to not get hurt. What's this? Coal City. Okay, good. Right. Ververvi. What's this? Another power box charges nothing now. It's empty. Fence blocks the path. No way from here. And there's some locked thingamajigs. Okay. Oh.
The remaining windows rattle through a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to see inside. Perception.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
Okay. And we're back to where we were before we got sidetracked. Well, we're still looking for these traps.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Oh, God. Why is the human body capable of accidentally breathing in saliva? What the fuck? I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Much as the thought of touching it causes you to cringe, this could be the jacket the idiot in the colourful tracksuit was looking for.
Yes, I needed to get a jacket for Idiot Doom Spiral. Oh. This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. Can't even tell what brand it is.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
I'm gonna think it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
What happened once someone put it on the railing?
The crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then? Somewhere, high above the city, a pair of seagulls trace loops through the air. They are like the bombardiers of the aerostatic brigades, gliding above a target-rich environment. All of a sudden, the bomb bay doors open, and their white glittering payload rushes to the ground.
Why must you describe it like that, Shivers?
Splat, an explosion of white on a man's shoe. A curse goes up, but the birds do not hear.
Why did I spend all this time thinking about seagull shit?
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck.
Ew, 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 ew.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Okay. Well, glad to know. We can bring that to Idiot Doom Spiral as soon as possible. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. That tarp will keep out neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. Coin-operated weighing machine. Hasn't been used for a decade. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Oh! Macabino's prescription lenses. Yo! +2 to encyclopedia. That's way better than any of the other glasses-based buffs. Discover your inner Beano. Nausea-inducing hell glasses. Whose idiotic idea was square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige is a colour that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh, we're so close to having the full set of armour. Well, we'll get that. We'll get that. Ooh, is that money? It is. Yes! 0.67 real. Big wine canister. It's open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
It's a dead corpse, isn't it?
Yes. A sense of dread washes over you as you look ahead.
Ha! Oh dear. That's not good. Let's just heal our morale up a little bit before we approach. Careful there. These floorboards look rotten and weak.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Let's examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra.
Examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Okay, are we going to investigate a body without Kim, or... I mean, Coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Stop messing with this coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. Okay. What's the deal?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
Oh.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there. Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Let's study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Such as pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Let's study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Let's study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Let's examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
Examine the bottle.
A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper?
Rybowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
I'll look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
Okay. It said be careful where I step. I'm gonna see what happens if I step on the floorboards.
The boards screech under the weight of the T500 ceramic sabatons. It's a good thing they're so light, because it's hard to determine whether it was the dead man's weight that caused the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Oh, God. Okay.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
What should I do with this body?
First, you need to talk with the lieutenant, then report back to the station. This is too complicated to handle on your own.
Okay. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, wait, there was a... There it is. Moonshine, probably. Smells like tasty fermentation. I see. Right, return to the dead body with Kim. Gotcha. More things I can't do without waiting for Mr. Kitsuragi to get back. Okay, so where to next? I'm looking for these damn traps, but they're not anywhere to be found just yet. I think I'm gonna have to go past the church. Ooh. Money in a rock. Yes. Oil barrel has been recently discarded. Still smells of fuel oil. The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. Okay, so... Ooh! White polo shirt. Rhetoric and less empathy. We love that. We love to not have empathy. Ooh! There it is.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds, another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Let's look around.
The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something.
Oh, there's a weird visual tear going across the screen. I don't know what that is. Oh well.
The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold, for this time of year.
Let's reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Damn it.
Man, it's lonely doing this alone. The wind seems to howl in a strange manner.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I can interact with the folded library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Let's look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the back of it.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800. You should first decide what to do with the corpse before taking any further actions.
Oh, no, I knew
to
that
Jim about
logic.
it.
I'm not going to return evidence of who the guy is. Right, so which of the traps does that? Far northeast of the Feld building. That would be this one. Near the canal you crossed southeast of the village. Gotcha. Well, let's just look around first, just in case. Ooh. Boardwalk rises to your south, casts a long shadow over to you. Bird. A very non-bothered bird. Okay. Is there anything else up around here? Ooh, there is. What's this? Cigarette butts, cleaned away under a rock. The brand Tiamutri, or something like that. Someone's made a campfire here long ago. A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower. The ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten it away. Tiny inlets there, off in the distance, where the posts trail towards. Ooh. Look, Inland Empire's nice and all. Wait, hang on. White polo. This shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder, who would leave it stuffed in a tear container? What kind of man would even wear a polo shirt? This might be one of life's mysteries that will never be solved. That's one rhetoric. What's a polo anyway? -1 empathy. No, really, what the hell is a polo? Scented scarf. Not scarf. I can't read. +1 shivers. Springtime cold. -2 physical instrument. Allergies. This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind. Probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. You know what? I do. I want more shivers. Wait. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Too bad. Too bad, horrific necktie. I got more shivers now. That's what matters. Oh, what's this? You take mental note. Tiamutiri. Seems important somehow. Yeah, that could identify whoever the hell's been up here. Now, I could go in this curious building. The building before you housed the engine. Might have been a big one. But I got traps to check. I'll come back here with Kim at some point. Do I want to go in the church? Not necessarily. I want to find the last phasmid trap. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every motor carriage in Revachol. Hopefully. Southeast of the village. So somewhere over here. I'm not seeing it if it is over here, so maybe further down. Oh, right, yeah, because the village... Oh, what's up, Idiot Doom Spiral? I got your shirt.
Tequila sunset.
I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
I found a little more than I bargained for.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Here's the jacket, man. There was a dead body nearby.
What's that got to do with my jacket?
Yeah, it's a freaky coincidence.
What do I care about some local stiff? You gonna give me the jacket or no?
Okay, fine. Take the stupid thing.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
Underneath the accumulated filth, the jacket itself appears to be stain resistant. Maybe it just needs a good scrubbing.
Okay, be seeing you. Fuck it. Fuck this guy. Okay, I need to wash his jacket. How am I going to do that? So, yeah, this is the village. Wait, am I stupid? Hang on. East. You're looking in the west. Yep, okay. I am stupid. Let's go. So am I like around here? Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
With water? Yeah, that would make sense as a method to wash something. But I doubt that it's gonna... I mean, it might be that simple. Sometimes it is that simple in this game. Let's look
reeds
around.
bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Let's reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Damn it. I really wanted there to be a cryptozoological monstrosity. Ahead, decades-old concrete defences. Children play on them now. Right, now we just have to make our way back to Morel. Allez-vous-en. Don't really know what that means. I studied French at GCSE level. Oh, what's in this? This locked? Yeah, okay. Just checking. Gotta check. No harm in having a gander. Having a nosy never hurt no one.
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality.
Let's look around.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out.
Allez-vous-en means
You
go
feel
away or get
strange
out, apparently.
somehow.
That makes sense. Yeah, probably some similarity, like linguistically to Allons-y, which I also don't really know what it means, but that's like a more of a let's go, let's fucking do it kind of shit. So I could see how that would make sense. Let's reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Let's look closer.
No locusts.
Look closer still.
Nothing. No traces of the locusts or the Insulindian phasmid. What happened? The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground. The reeds continue to hiss around you as you put the empty trap back on the ground. Time to consult the professionals, Morel and Lena.
Okay. That is curious. Oh, what's that? Money. You don't pay with money. Oh. Sorry, there's a thing I needed to look at. A boy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Now we know. I guess I could fast travel, but I don't know, I just like the ambience of this game. I think I'm gonna choose to not fast travel if I can avoid it. Like, look at this fucking place, it's beautiful. Sure, it's squalid and awful. Wait, you're a washerwoman! Yo.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I found a jacket I was looking for, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth.
That's how you wash
I hope you
something.
take better care of it than its last owner.
Thank you. Goodbye, I'm off. Oh, we got a thought. We have a thought.
Fairweather T500.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles. but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it. Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon.
Ooh.
None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T-500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Oh, that's a good thought to have had. +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT-500 armor. Huh. I don't expect that to happen very frequently, but maybe good to have that nonetheless. Oh yeah, that is actually a good jacket. Element proof, always hot, sweat like a pig. This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on its chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item not actually fireproof. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, wasn't there a thing I had to do with Kuno? Buy Fallon pants from Kuno. You and Kuno were not close yet. You need to figure out what's going on with him, and then you can get your hands on some performance gear. Yeah, but if I had the jacket and the pants. Can I reattempt the Kuno? No. Legendary empathy. I see. Well, okay, I did say I was going to give it back to Idiot Doom Spiral. He did steal it. But at the same time, if I just take it, I'm also stealing it. And it was his.
Tequila sunset.
Alright, here's your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
The one you had me clean seagull shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle,
Oh.
then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
Oh.
I'm calling it. It's neurological.
I went through some dark shit to get this for you. I kinda didn't, but, you know. You take the fucking jacket, man.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
Alright. As much as it would be cool to have a full set of foul clothing, I told him I was going to get his jacket for him. Just because he forgot doesn't mean that I shouldn't give it back to him. Hell, I forgot I was a fucking police officer. Maybe for the best. There's no way through here, right? Yeah, the only thing here is locked. Alright. Back to Revachol proper. Oh, the guys who were working here have gone. Okay, what the fuck next? Right, I wanted to talk to Morel and Lena. Hi, Lena.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically a cryptozoologist now.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mesk in origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Alright. There is only one way that we fail this check. Except, don't I have a thought that changes that? Precarious world? Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by... Okay, so... So I'm more likely to critically succeed, but also more likely to critically fail, I think. Oh well, let's give it a go.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work.
Total 19. Let's go. Okay. Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Is this bird a cryptid?
No, it's the cryptid.
Wow, the cryptid?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what is this bird?
The 8-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters.
Ooh.
It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
You're goddamn right, Morel. Until
it was cited by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and Umarau is?
The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. Ooh. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert. An ancient riverbed completely dried up.
What happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus. He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
He was following it?
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind. kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
Now, hold on, how did he survive to tell the story?
The 8-eyed Teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
An 8-eyed mind-controlling bird. No way, man. Yeah, no fucking way, dude. That's cool, but yeah, fuck yes.
Absolutely, sweetie.
It's cool as sick. Like,
it's
cool as sick.
Ever since, but Wamrao
What happened to my
is
words?
vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
I think I meant to say cool as shit, but I forgot to put the H in there. I'm just a basic language model. I don't actually understand these things.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
So that was the last anyone ever saw of it?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
See, conceptualization doesn't usually keep it real, but that makes sense.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous.
True.
Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
Is that a cryptid on the pen you gave me?
Yes. It's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
Yeah, well, I know a lot about those.
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
With its saliva?
Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
There was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus.
I've never heard someone pronounce it like that. That's wrong. That's awful. Is this a riff off the giant of Kandahar? Well, let me look at that now real quick. Oh, yo, the giant of Kandahar kind of fucking sick looking. Huh. I don't know. It seems to be kind of like a Bigfoot-esque thing. What's my favourite cryptid? I love... God, I always get their name wrong, so... Yeah, that's the one. I love Fresno Nightcrawlers. They are my favourite cryptid because they're just dudes and they're just walking, and that's it. Like, they're so stupid looking. They just kind of poddle about the place, and it's delightful. It's so good. So yeah, they're definitely my favourite cryptid. If we expand it into, like, things that aren't really... yeah, it's just legs. It's... Damn, the legs be walking. If we expand it slightly further, I do love the squonk. Big fan of the squonk. That is a creature that is so irredeemably ugly that it spends all of its time crying, and it can dissolve itself into a puddle of tears. I love that creature. What a delightful creature. I feel like I would be friends with a squonk if I met one. Not that I think that any of them are real. You know.
Which is
Anyway.
to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own.
Me when I have a few
Just like
drinks.
your
Gotcha.
partners.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, look, the squonk's so funny, though. They're just funny little guys. And I love the drawing of them. They're, like, cartoonishly sad. It's great. You mean Kim isn't human? Wait. I think there's a name for that. Racism.
I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are in any way inferior to us. In some ways, they are superior. Every species has its advantages and disadvantages. The kind green ape, too, is in some ways superior to us. Such kindness as it is demonstrated is not common among humans.
Oh.
Granted, kindness may not be an evolutionary advantage.
What is the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur.
This is probably a riff on the giant of Kandahar. If we're going to take any one of these as a riff.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Sahara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
What do you mean by strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
How big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore.
We always forgetting you stream on Mondays.
Some say it's
Hey
a
Don,
fata
how you doing?
morgana.
Yeah.
Others, fate unimaginable.
Some days I forget that I stream on Mondays. I then remember about 15 to 20 minutes after I'm meant to be streaming. Which, you know, happens. The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others a fate unimaginable.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Glad the conceptualization's on board. What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Right, Cryobacter lenses?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
Okay, what's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
She injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
The gnome of Jeroma. That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What does this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing.
She cryobacting on my catlensis till I'm immortal. I am going to test that hypothesis.
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Are there any photos of it?
Alas, no. And the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
That is a little convenient, I will say. Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
What's that?
The Col de Mamadaqua, or Thin Whisper of Sound. And that's precisely what it seems to be. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. It's very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mamadaqua. That's it's not quite as good as Wompty Dumpty Dom, but it's close. What does it sound like?
Like nothing. It's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals. It could be ringing right outside your window and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
But how can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
What evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagi ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Just nod.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mamadaqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Go on.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
They named them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually.
Could it be here, like right now?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Why is the Mamadaqua so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. a group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Uh-huh.
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama Daquas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
I mean, it depends, but they cancel, but also they amplify. It's additive and subtractive, so...
No, dear. They cancel each other out. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her, a wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Mama Daqua population anywhere.
Okay.
What about what?
Man, I just can't get enough of these cryptids.
I'm glad you like them, but I'm not really one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Motherfucker, yes I do.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
Mariel's onto something, mate. You should fucking tell me right now, cunt.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Okay, what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
And then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
They kept saying that the reeds were hissing around where you set up camp. I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by an Insulindian Phasmid in North Revershall. Yeah. Oh. It's true.
Yes.
We
that
love
reeds
our
in a gust
Phasmids.
of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
You were on a date?
Our first, yes.
So its limbs are white. That's weird,
Not
yeah?
all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
I'm not going to say that she imagined it. She seems pretty certain. Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
That's all for now, Mom. What did we get? Ooh, Inland Empire and Volition. Yo, okay. I know this gives us shivers, but this is just two positives. There's no world where I don't wear that. It's flat better than the horrific necktie, because the tie hasn't started talking to me, so I'm probably not gonna have to, talk to it.
Thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
There was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow?
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what this is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
Hey.
Mine stands, okay?
Hey, bud, I'm not... I mean, it does say he misinterprets my words, but I'm not being sarcastic,
Actually,
my friend.
No. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
That is so weird to hear in your accent, my friend. Mate, do you want to join the fucking Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol? I hope you fucking do. I'm gonna give you a badge and a gun.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Develop an alternate theory about the missing locusts. We love to see a 97%. Let's fucking go.
Consider the way
Yes.
the trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too.
I may have met a kid that's the locust stealing type.
Kids, what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin, see if anything comes up.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
Hey, Morel, by the way, did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Good. I'll get going. Hey, Gary.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
I find it very unsettling that your face in the portrait has long brown hair, and clearly you have kind of white hair. Sometimes the models really do not look like the portraits at all, and it really freaks me out when it happens. He has nothing to say. Cool. Okay, good. Now, what's this? Missing insects case. Find out the real reason why the trap was empty. Local kids might know. Oh, we got another one in done. Yes! We're working through this shit. Fuck you. Okay, let's go. Ooh.
Was that? Could it be the Col de Mamadakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbor, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
Damn. My boy got tinnitus. Let's listen closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. Yeah, but how are you going to catch it?
Let's keep listening.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
I don't... Physical instrument... Yeah, you can be half right. You're right for the wrong reason.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
Go on then. Leave. Leave like everything else. No, I'm going to listen more.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Col de Mamadakwa. You heard it. The mysterious Col de Mamadakwa. You're certain that you did. Well, maybe not quite certain, but let's say you're hopeful. Because it would make you very special. To be the only human being who can hear this invisible, incorporeal bird. This animate whisper, this particle of sound. You're going to have to keep listening. Sharpen your ear. I can do that. But first and foremost... How much XP are we on? Oh, we're close. Yo, Kuno.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Oh my god, Kuno. You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
No, hold on. No one's lame here. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Thank you,
Kuno
reaction
doesn't
speed.
fucking care.
Alright, let's go. Crawling with locusts in here.
All around you,
Fuck's
the
sake,
hisses
Kuno.
and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants. Sounds like you found the locust, detective.
What is this?
Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of little locusts feed on them, buzzing away with vicious joy. Kuno has really outdone himself here. It's an ode to self-expression. It's the work of a self-taught visionary.
I should go and ask him to stop then. I mean, I don't want to. He's a visionary. But I probably should.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up. Is Kuno Banksy? Kuno might be Banksy.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
For once, I'm agreeing with Kuno S.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination.
Who up Phasm they mid? Yo, me. And Kuno. Well, no, Kuno's up building a city of locusts, but like, still. Have I missed the karaoke? No, you haven't. I haven't done that yet because I feel like Kim has to be present. I don't know why, but I feel like he must be present.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Acting can be your companion is hilarious. I didn't know that, but that is, honestly, I don't know if it's possible for me in this current playthrough, but that's fucking funny. Let's see. That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you
Fuck,
totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
He's got an achievement for being an art cop. God damn it.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Wow, Kuno, honestly, based Kuno. I'm not sure as I got locked out of it in my playthroughs. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Yeah, Kuno knows what's good.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Come on, no one's coming to take you away.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Oh. I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
I mean, I guess that is art. It's a little bit, you know, fucked, but still. Okay, now that's settled. I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian Phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait. You know what the Insulindian Phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Oh. Well, I guess now I have to talk to Kuno S, which sucks.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I wrote your name on a locust and let it starve. That would devastate me, actually, legitimately. I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
That would explain several events in my life and alter the trajectory of my mind forever. I know, right? Like, I have never experienced being, like, owned so fucking hard than someone writing my name on a locust and letting it starve. Like, that's the one thing locusts do, is they eat. How could you do that to me? That would be awful. That would truly be the worst possible outcome. I got a locust into being transgender in the summer of 2000. Yeah, I mean, I wish they hadn't done it, but some bog witch placed a hex on me, and now I've transed my gender.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Damn it. Best case scenario? I mean,
I'll die before
it has its pros and cons. I forgot how many iconic lines they added in Final Cut. Could transition have saved the locust? Oh my god. The whole time. They were god, there's got to be some kind of punchline here. There's so many fucking genders and gender expressions. There's got to be something funny in here. Nope, nothing's coming to me. Bug gender. You know what? We're gonna go with that. We're gonna say that's the one, and I'm not gonna have to think about it anymore. Kind of me to be off. Yeah, true, fair enough. Interstellarian Femmid. Oh, I'm I'm losing it all. Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
So it's a girl. Interesting.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Okay, just making sure I expend the dialogue options, just in case. Kuno knows about the Insulindian Phasmid. Is he the guy that reported this fucking bug? Does the bug only say hello to children? Many questions remain. Let's look at this wall.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Good, okay. The way I like it.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Bug Santa is real and lives in my computer. To be fair, I think a lot of things live in your computer.
Trying to sneak up on...
Okay, good. So there's nothing I can say to her. That rock changes color when I do this. That's kind of weird. I wonder if there's like a key in it or something. Not that I need a key for that door, it's already unlocked at this point. Right. Let's report back to our good friends. Bugs are often in computer. Natural habitat. Fuck. How did I miss that? Damn it. Everyone else is being funnier than me today. I can't have that. I could say that it's getting on my nerves. I could also say that it's bugging me.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
One time there was a moth in there, as it hadn't been operational for months. It died to an electrified tennis bat. Those things are funny. The electrified tennis bats. And moths, I guess. But if I had one of those, I wouldn't be able to stop myself. I would simply turn it on and tap it. Because it's funny. I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Fun fact, if a fly gets fat enough, it gets stuck between the prongs and immolates quite swiftly. I don't know if that's fun necessarily, but it's definitely a fact.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
I've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this!
Really? It's too much, officer.
Mate, I'm not gonna let lung cancer prevent you from finding this Insulindian Phasmid.
What? Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts.
Ah!
They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
Why the fuck was that so loud? I know he handed me a bag of locusts, but like, Jesus Christ.
Wow, co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
Alright, let's fucking do this. What did we just get? A box of locusts, which I could sell. I just like how accurate that sound effects was. Yeah, it was a little too, you know, just a little bit too grating. It's a shame you can't just, whatever, go my scarabs to solve the mystery. Yeah, but this is the only mystery that matters. I don't even know what's happening here. I think I have to level up empathy so I can try and understand Kuno. But it's always funnier to unlock a thought. And which thought would I go for? The Vompty Dumpty Dom Center? Let's sleep on reaction speed. Oh, trust me, I haven't been. Reaction speed's been very good for me. I mean, 4's been enough for it quite a lot of the time, but I'm not sleeping on it. I focused in on being slightly better at motorics for this playthrough. Wait, I haven't swapped to my funny picture. Oh. It's too late now. It would change the whole vibe. I mean, visual calculus could go crazy, though. No. Thoughts are intrinsically funnier. We are unlocking a thought, and we are going to spend 7 hours thinking about invisible birds. I think my next tattoo should be one of the skill pictures. That, or one of the thought cabinet pictures, because they are also very good. Okay. Let's go and restock these traps. Trick is to remember which one it was. Well, that's easy. I know exactly which one it was, and I'm not fast traveling there because I refuse. Oh, no more Wanaware. Hello, vous en. I mean, it's just too good, is the thing. The soundtrack for this game is delightful. Right, you are empty.
The trap stands empty near the reeds, powdered with snow. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings.
There we go.
They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Done. Report to Lena. Well, I could report, but first I think I want to just check the other traps first?
All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight of the Phasmid. Return to Morel and let him know.
Okay, well, if it says that for one of them, it'll say it for most of them. I would assume. Right, let's go back. Come on, let's get going. We've got a Phasmid to pick up. We're finding this thing today, if at all possible. I mean, it might take multiple in-game days in the... So, like... We'll see! But we're gonna do everything we can to find it today. Well, we're so very close. It's only a matter of time before one of these traps gets triggered, and then we get the Phasmid. Weird that Kuno knows what it is. That boy is strange, I tell you what. Get inside, get inside. Okay, we're good. Oh, autosave. Where's Morel gone? Lena, where did Morel go?
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I've restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Only the hardcore players left, huh?
Yes. Field work is a young person's game, as they say.
Ebullience is such a nice word. Yes.
Morel
yes,
will
it is.
eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
You've come so far. You can't leave those locusts there, waiting on the ghost reed with no one to witness when it appears.
Something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary.
No,
you have work to do.
Nope.
I've wasted enough of everyone's time.
No, you fucking haven't, Lena, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. By proving you right. Once more unto the breach, then.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Shut up.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's
Lena,
like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You've given up on the Phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
Positively sesquipedalian. Quipedalian? I don't know. I don't know any words. My lexicon is ashamedly insubstantial. You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
Let me Google something. Yeah. Thesaurus.com. My lexicon increases about 20 words per year. I'm friends with... Yeah. That's because I say a lot of stupid shit. And sometimes that stupid shit involves words that I just conjure from the deepest recesses of my mind.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Ma'am, I don't have one of those.
Seeing the Insulindian Phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
Mm-hmm.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
Oh, this sucks. Because I've been getting too many successes this stream. I can sense what's about to be happening here. But I need to click this button. And it's gonna be a fail. I wish I had worn slightly better shirt. Something with higher suggestion, perhaps. But alas. Bet it all on red.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time.
You don't need to say it now. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the Phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the Phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
Normally, when I think about stuff like women and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. That counts for something, no?
Oh, of course it counts for something. But we've had our hard times too. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Wow, love is hard.
It's not easy. I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is, the Insulindian Phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Hell with this. I still believe you saw the Phasmid.
A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it. How it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
The Insulindian Phasmid is the friends we made along the way. Unironically, yes. You do that. I'll check the traps one more time.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
No one can stop you from finding the Phasmid.
Can I have your address, just in case there's news?
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
The rest of it's pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light.
You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
I'm checking on the fucking traps. There's nothing they can do to stop me. Maybe I should have Kim with me. Too late for that now. Let's fucking go. Feels weird to have done a full stream without Kim Kitsuragi, but this is just the way it has to be sometimes. He's doing police stuff. And I'm out here being a fucking pioneer, a champion. We go past these guys, past the dumb children. Sasquatch cop. Let's fucking go. Now I need to. There was one down here. I ran past it because I was in a hurry. Let's just quickly go back. These darn traps, they're too well disguised. Like this.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
If there was ever a game I could make, I hope it's at least half as good as this.
Poor things.
Honestly, half as good as this is still an insane fucking bar. Like that is a nigh impossible standard already. But a good standard to have, I suppose. Just, you know, you gotta be careful not to accidentally set the bar so high that nothing you do will ever meet said bar, and then you'll be dissuaded from doing ever. Aim for the moon, etc. Yeah, exactly.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
I'm not letting their dream die.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
It's also very funny to do all of this in one go. Because this implies that the locusts have a lifespan of about 35 minutes.
Poor things.
But still, kind of funny. Whoa.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol.
Oh!
Flecks some more wet snow from above.
It's shivers time. That's true. Let's look around.
The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring.
How does it feel?
You're warm in your hat and your coat. Like a well-equipped explorer, you comfortably survey the white landscape.
What's in the west?
More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, grey and red forgotten city blocks, what remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast.
And beyond that?
The waters turn black, Coal City in the shadow of San Martin, a boom town. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet.
What's there? What is there?
Below the old mines, l'Océan Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. Le Petit Rat braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume.
Le Petit Rat.
Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper.
Deeper?
After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from Safle and Seol during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty.
Wipe the snow from your shoulder.
Few Petit Rats return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets.
They say this is a modern game, but on a regular basis, Harry casts crying. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. I'll also accept Tequila Sunset. If I'm going to grave rob, Philippe the Opulent is the first tomb I go to. Yeah, look, as a British person, we know our things about robbing opulent graves. We've done it a fair bit in our history. And yeah, you go for the ones with the shiny shit. The burial mounds that are enormous fucking, like, tombs. That's what you go for. That's where the things are.
All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water.
God, I want a burial mound so bad. See, this is the neat part. You can have one. You just have to make it. What are they going to do? Stop you? Are they going to unmound the burial mound? That's digging up a grave. That's grave robbing. We're still looking at it. Emperor Acaster of the East India Company. Oh, I loved playing that character. That was a great guy. Let me get my shovel. That's how you get geists. True! I loved playing Colonel H.G. Acaster in our Vampire the Masquerade game. It's too good a character concept. He's too fun. Alright, what's in the east?
The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism, Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds.
That's all?
Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king.
Just letting a cat out of my room. It happens frequently enough that it's, something you'd be used to by now, but I've got to mention it in case anyone who doesn't know. And further.
A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret.
Oh. What's in the north?
The abandoned church, one of 2 remaining stave churches, which were collectively called Les Sept Sœurs. The other 6 sisters were destroyed during the Revolution.
And further north?
A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul.
And on the islets?
The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection, way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample pockets.
And on the other side of the inlet?
Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far.
Before that? Before the curtains are drawn?
The Bay of Revachol. Vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water air-brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines, Zam, Mauryan, and at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the coalition warship Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder.
What's in the south?
The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox. Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since.
Right.
The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off.
But still?
Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace.
Further south.
A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells.
No, it was home. I want more.
The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there, in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning.
The world is so damn developed, I need to play the TTRPG. Yeah.
Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemlyaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers.
Looking for what?
A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpauling flat in the wind.
What's above?
More coalition aerostatics. Occasionally, lights flash as they maneuver through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly.
What's below me?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Tell me a secret of the sands, wind.
Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it. But who knows?
Oh. I see. Stomp my feet for warmth, brushing off the snow.
The spring thaw will come in earnest. Just not yet.
God, I love shivers. And this is why... Oh, well, I did change out of the thing, but this is why my favourite outfits in the game are my shivers outfit. With my funny coat. There was another thing that gave me shivers at some point. What the fuck was it? I mean, there was the scented scarf. What else was it? I could also wear intercellary trousers and become so normal that, you know, it would be amazing. I want that cloak so badly. Yeah, honestly, it's good. Can't wait to see the queerest. I mean, we have it. We're built. We just need the greave. Well, wait. These are greaves. Gauntlets. The leg ones. Clone Wars fit. Yeah, that's true. Once I have all of those, I should be invincible. So that's going to be good. Anyway. We have one more trap to check in on. I want to do that on a himbo build. Yeah. Okay.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Stormtrooper my ass into the Phasmid.
Poor things.
Okay. We've looked for the Phasmid as much as we can. Still not fully sure what this is for yet, but something important will be happening up here. Let's check in here. I didn't go in this building, or at least I didn't try.
The cold floor, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
The concrete structure looks military in origin, over half a century old at least, but sturdily built.
So there's a +2 interfacing. Do I have anything else that gives me interfacing? I highly doubt it. Nope. Then I guess we're not going to try and open that door, because I can't retry that check. Yeah, look over here, just in case there was anything. There wasn't anything, but I get to see the spire, which is quite nice. Alright, let's check the church.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Rattle the doors to see if they open.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door. High above, the wind wraps the church in its rush, cold and wet from the ocean bay. It parts around the massive keel-shaped roof, like a test tunnel washing both sides, the way it has done for 340 years. The wind keeps its distance. So should you.
What is this feeling?
There is a hole in my heart.
Oh. Well, it freaks me out when Shivers talks to me like that. I never made it into church on any of my playthroughs, as I did not save scum. Well, I'm not doing that either, so let's inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run a hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine wood fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries
Your
ago.
build can go the distance, I feel. I hope so. Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Let's look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Let's take another look at the boring padlock, for absurdity's
This
sake.
cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of the sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
I'm going to put the sticker in my ledger after the last entry, where it belongs.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Oh, what the... Style your paperwork. Hell yeah. Let's inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Wait, so there's not like
Heavy
a...
wooden doors, nothing. High above, the wind wraps the church. The doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock. This cheap look, it'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also,
But there's no...
that sticker is interesting, somehow. The padlock passes through a staple.
Okay, so there's no way to interact with the staple currently. That's fine. We can try later. Do I do the thing? What was it? It was interfacing. We can try and buff interfacing over time. That seems like a good idea. The cutters... Yo, you're right. Okay, tools. Cutters and a pry bar. One of these will be a tool of use. You might have to hold the cutters. Thank you so much. Let's see.
Heavy wooden door. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. It'll be easier to break.
Damn it. Still not. Maybe Kim has to be here. Maybe this is a two-man job. There's a chance. Anyway, I need my hands free because I have finger pistols 9mm. So my suggestion is +1 for each empty hand, which balances out my indirect modes of taxation, giving me... oh wait, no, one of them gave me minus suggestion, I'm pretty sure. Apparently not. Apparently this... Empty hand slots give +1. Yeah, suggestion +1. Anyway, when can you retrieve Kimothy? Well, he went off to process the body, so I'm just doing things in the meantime. Or is there somebody to talk to first? I don't remember the church stuff from my previous playthroughs. We'll find out together. Because I got no fucking clue. Let's try and use a payphone for fun.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
I don't remember what that number's for, but let's fucking do it.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this?
I would say yes, Inland Empire. I want to do everything.
End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
I might be. What's Pierre like?
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
That's not good.
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There. Chrysanthemum.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects.
Fuck it, we're doing it again.
Calling. Still calling. Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
I mean, to be fair, Gerard is kind of a douche name. Change it. Change your name.
What are you, like 5?
A woman's voice shouts something in the background. When Gerard speaks again, his voice is hushed.
Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Alright, let's try another.
Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
You know what? Could be funny. If I say that, this guy's doomed. If I say that, this guy's doomed. You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Can I help you? I'm a police officer.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end.
You're gonna get this guy's legs broken.
Disconnect
Yeah.
tone.
Oh yeah, let's try another number.
Calling.
I'm tired.
Man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
I'm tired too.
If I could go just 1 month without writing, no, 2 months, I could regenerate my brain. Fucking liberalism.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Lucky you, the call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Oh no, this is going to be bad for me. Let's go. A 97% with Sorry Cop and White Mornings. Oh no, let's go.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number, then move one up and repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
What did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones. Calling. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Well, I trust volition. And if this is a red check, I'm gonna fucking succeed it.
You can't. Some strange force is keeping the
Okay,
headset
let's go.
down.
Let's see where this
Your
goes.
ear listening to the ring in the speaker. Calling. 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 Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm an ultra high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I've seen into it. My mind is clear. Proceed. Hello?
Who is this?
Who is... No, you know what she asked?
You're not a high net worth individual, Harry. You're drunk.
I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
Say nothing.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
We're in danger.
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in Morova, sleeping.
Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
No response, only a sigh.
Uh-oh.
The connection crackles
Uh-oh.
like burning paper.
Probably good to do this without Kim present.
What are you doing to yourself right
I'm
now?
making a funny prank call. No, I don't know. I don't understand what's happening.
You need to stop. Harry, you're killing yourself.
I'm the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Fuck! I'm putting in the money and dialing the long number again.
You dial the number again. In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted. Calling. Calling.
Let it call.
Calling. Calling.
This is like watching a car crash. Yep.
Calling. 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 It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
What? Why?
Come on, you know why.
I'll let it ring out.
Calling. Calling.
Harry, please.
I need to know who you are. Who are you?
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
I'm in it for the playing the role of this character. We're calling again.
You dial the number again, as you've done many times. You remember it well now. 001 41 44 47
Oh,
11
you missed that one.
17
Try another.
361 451 67 451 451.
God. Oh, looks like you missed that one. Try another. Oh, looks like you missed that one. Try another. Wing. I love that fucking clip. Gemma is a king amongst kings. Don't care her. No, don't scare her. Proceeds to scream at her. God, I love you, tequila. Don choked on my joint. Thanks. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Calling, 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 and calling for who knows how long, but no one answers. You need to insert more money to call again.
You want my money? Punch the phone.
The cold metal is hard and your knuckles bleed.
You want more money now, huh? You want more fucking money? Watching this with a very tall Bart in another tab is doing weird shit to my ADHD. Oh my god, you're literally recreating those videos of like left ear, like fucking classical music, right ear, Bible in Chinese at 2 times speed type shit. That's what you're up to. They didn't give you any fun for that money.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of your tongue as you look at the handset. Life is garbage.
Probably for the best I did that without Kim. Left ear YouTube poop, right ear devastating character drama. Tallbart tweets are non-stop bangers. Honestly, so true. So fucking true. We love very tall Bart. There's a... It keeps telling me to look under the floorboards with this house, but I have no fucking clue how to do that. Can I go in here? No. I mean, there's got to be a way. There has to be a way. What the fuck? Very top 5 gay. A classic emote. Doesn't seem... Don't you what the fuck? I am fearful. This is the first time I've had to interact directly with Twitch emotes. They bring me fear. I do need to make some of my own, though. At some point. Or get someone else to make them. Either option's probably fine. Money! It was all worth it. We made back all of the money that we spent. Okay. We do have a murder mystery on our hands still. My empathy's up. I can talk to Kuno. I don't care if Ari does those, but you could ask him. Yeah, I haven't spoken to Aru in quite a while. Not for want of trying. I think I did attempt to at one point, but I'm not good at communicating with people. Especially not through messages.
Like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Alright. No, you know what?
Kuno doesn't...
We need our empathy clothing. That's negative empathy. That's not what we want. We need a bonus to empathy. Okay, white polo shirt is... Yep, no, that's all we got. We have our empathy outfit.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
That line is still funny every time. Okay, we have our empathy coat on, which looks quite similar to the coat that I wear quite a lot of the time. Let's fucking go. Kuno, what's your deal?
What's going on?
Damn it!
Ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons, like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
You know what? Let's do the one option we haven't done yet. Kuno, you think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Damn it. I'm so bad at empathizing with these children. I suppose that's the way things go. I do love my amphibian sports visor. Also, I do love that, like, all of these have the stats they buff, except for the completely normal fucking trousers that invent an entirely new stat that I literally don't have. That's pretty funny to me. I do like the storytelling of these stats. It's good. Though I would like some trousers that didn't give me a minus to, like, reaction speed or savoir-faire, because it would be nice. Imagine someone you think is going to abduct you comes in such rapidly switching clothes. Yeah, it's called a costume change, and it's actually kind of slay. I hated saying that. Pantsless would work, but I don't think I want to do that. I guess the completely normal person outfit covers for that. Shit. Okay, what else can we do? Find booze and drink it. Tell Kim about the case. Run the number on the victim's arm. I keep forgetting to do that because... and Kim's gone now, so I can't do that. Find the murder weapon. Don't know if we can manage that right now. Can't listen to that without Kim. Need Kim for that. Need Kim's car for that. Ask a little later when she's collected herself. Smoker on the balcony. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 2100 to see if anyone's home. I mean, we could try that. It seems like that's probably a valid play. Ah, you need Kim for a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's almost like he's kind of like my partner in this case or something. Weird, honestly. Hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off. No. I have good volition. No, I fucking don't. Just because there's a quest marker doesn't mean I'm doing it. I probably should have been briefed by Kim at some point, but that's fine. No, I'm not doing karaoke without my friend Kim Kitsuragi present.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
What's the time for the smoker on the balcony? $2100. Let's think deep thoughts.
You finally stop picking your nose.
A classic deep thought. We'll wait another 1 hour. And then
Time
we will...
passes. You wonder, if it could rain so much that it drowns all of Martinez, then everyone would have to go on about their day in diving suits.
That is a deep thought. In, like, a literal sense. Let's stare into the sky.
Time passes. Darkness ahead. You don't even know what you are waiting for anymore.
Alright, let's go. Wait 6 hours. You have given yourself a lobotomy. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't do that, though? That's like normal shit. Okay, we've got to get to this guy. Lobotomy would fix me. There's something about that I doubt. But it would certainly, these shoes come in 3 different sizes. It would certainly make you less aware of things. Where's the way upstairs? Balcony. Is it this one? No. Shit. I don't think so, at least. Damn, this place is labyrinthine. Ignorance being bliss and all. Yeah, just get yourself the, Rosemary Kennedy treatment. Oh, there it is. Literally right there. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Yeah, distant traffic. Night is falling on the Night City! Ah! A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. There he is! The smoker on the balcony. What's up?
Marie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Yes, the cleaning lady let me in. She also led me to your apartment.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Wait, I'm digging the view here, point to the city skyline.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday.
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. Even the rain feels nice.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Very well, I'll talk to him. But first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Unfiltered? You fucking maniac? Yeah, that's some maniacal shit. That's like pure tar in the lungs. Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
We can bump our empathy.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
I have a fear that this is going to be a very dangerous kind of person to talk to. However, fuck it. Interview the Sunday friend. He won't be there later. Yep, have to do it. What the fuck is this quarterly business magazine? Exquisite canopy bed made of metal. A dangerous gay is unheard of. I don't think I want to wear that. I feel like that's a problem. But I will take it. Because I need to read about it. Super logical for a cop to wear this. Instead of bachelor party vibes. This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom. Its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around with this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Delightful. What the fuck's this? To piss Kim off, wear this. I mean, yeah, 100%. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. In a wilder sense, I missed it. It's gone. Oh, no. The party dragon's silk robe. I must. I simply must. It has to be mine. Become the dragon. Become an addict in a strange bathing robe. This sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blues features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. I mean, I guess there's something to that, but still. I gotta see what's in here. A politician is never off the clock. Oh god, he's a politician! Dishes soaked up in a pot. Empty ashtray. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Okay, we gotta talk to his fucking Sunday friend. God damn it.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-Laclay. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Damn. But, you know what? Why don't you tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe?
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
Damn.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Is it because you did it, Mr. Villadrutin?
Because I did it?
Don't joke my chain, paper jockey. You did it, didn't you?
What's the meaning of this?
Means the jig's up, creep. I am the law.
I won't stand for this. What's your name? I'll have your badge.
I'm in between names. Right now, I don't even have my badge, so spin on the... fuck. No, I'm in between names right now.
You'll be in between jobs soon. Get out, this instant.
Remember that guy, Ace Ulsterberg? The red-headed officer asks. He leans against the doorframe while his bald companion is hunched over an open filing drawer. The guy who got canned for trying to arrest that diplomat? The bald man asks. Well, technically, he got canned for being shit-faced on the job. But yeah, trying to arrest the ambassador from Gottwald while shit-faced was probably a contributing factor.
Okay, yeah.
The bald man squints at a file, then returns it to the cabinet. A new drawer opens with a grinding screech. He turns back to the redhead in the doorway. What made you think of him now? Don't know. He just kind of popped into my mind. Excuse me, Chester, says a female officer who threads her way into the file room. Where is old Ace now?
I like the cop hive mind. It really is cool.
Here, the female officer chimes in. I believe he's part of a certain bureaucrat's security detail. No fucking way. The redhead is dumbfounded. How'd he pull that off? Family connections, I'd imagine. His father-in-law works for the Office of Standards and Best Practices. With that, the woman exits, a grey file folder tucked under her arm.
Uh-oh.
I have nothing to say to you. Get out of my sight.
Well, probably unwise for me to have done this without Kim. Cancelled. Yeah, Kim doesn't need to know this. This is between me and... On the plus side, cool new hat. You know what? That's the silver lining we needed. Let's give it a whirl, shall we? Oh, good fucking heavens. I think this is bad. This is not good, actually. Look, I know Harry's a fucking maniac, but I mean, Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is a maniac. But still, you know, I mean, I have some standards. Alright. I think for now, that's gonna do it. I think following up a failure by me rolling poorly with a failure by me choosing poorly is delightful. No pants, robe and armor, and the conical hat. Yeah! It's an outfit choice for sure. It's the kind that would get me arrested, and I'm a police. So I don't know how the fuck that works. But that will do for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let me set up the classic trademark Scrench raid so that I can send you to look at my elder sibling Devon, and it seems at least Trinket and someone who doesn't have a camera on, so I can't fucking tell who. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. This has been a delight. I had secondhand fear watching you pick those. Honestly, good. I like to establish a nightmarish persona for people to witness and regret, something like that. Anyway, goodbye. I'll see you next time.